Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this slide, which is part of a geometric shape template in PowerPoint. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with a blank slide. I'm just going to come over to new slide and I'm going to insert a blank slide. Next, we're going to need a shape. I'm currently in the home tab. Go over to shapes, and over in rectangles, I want to use this shape, which is the top corners rounded rectangle. And I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to change the height of this to 20.5, and the width is going to be 7.5. And I'm going to hold shift down and rotate the rectangle in this direction and just align it to the middle of my slide. Select this yellow handle here and then just round out the corners of the rectangle for as far as it will go. Let's go over to shape fill. So I'm currently in the shape format. I'm going to go over to shape fill and I want to use this color as our fill color. Next up, we're going to need a copy of this. I'm just going to zoom out and I'm just going to hold Control and drag so I have a second one. We're going to need another shape. So let's go over to the Insert tab and I'm going to go over to Shapes and I'm going to select Rectangle and I'm just going to click to add one. I'm just going to remove the outline to make it easier to work with. Now what I want to do is just extend the width of this rectangle all around. Now what I'm going for is I want to split this rectangle in half. So I'm going to move it till it's at, let me move it up so that it won't interfere with the other one. So when I get to the middle point, PowerPoint is going to tell me, hey, you're in the middle point, and where I want to place it is at the middle point of this rectangle. Select this rectangle, the rounded corners rectangle, and then this one. Over at shape format, go over to the merge options and you can just subtract, and we're going to have this shape, and I can just bring it up till the bottom corner, the bottom of our rectangle is touching the top of the one below it. Hold Control and Shift and then bring one here. Let's go over to, still in the shape format, go to rotate and I'm going to flip vertical, and yeah, we should have something that looks like this. Next up, we're going to need a triangle. So let's go over to shapes, and over at basic shapes, we're going to use this triangle, this one, and I'm just going to click. And once again, let me remove the outline so that it's easier to work with. Hold shift and then rotate it in this direction. Now for the height or the width of this rectangle, we're just going to bring it to this place. If you're not too sure, bring it down a bit. Select this shape, go to align and then align top. It makes it easier just to make sure you have the right thing. Now select just this rectangle and then increase the height as much as it will go, like this. So for me, the width is 15. Yours may be different. Maybe you didn't get to the middle point, or maybe you got the middle point but it was just a little bit off. That's why I'm using it like this. So your own might be different. Maybe 14 point something, maybe more than 15, but this is what you should go for. But for the height, we are going to use 12.65, and I'm just going to bring it back like this, and what I want to do is align it just like this. So we're going to have this triangle that looks like this just on top of these shapes. Go back to shapes in the home or insert tab, and under lines, let's use this one. So let's use this line. So just use a line. I'll start from here and I'm going to draw a line that comes like this, maybe, and I'm just going to place it just at the tip here. Let me change the color of the line. So let me go to shape outline and I'm going to change it to black. And what you want to do is draw that line right across this rectangle here. I'm going to select this line. I can duplicate it using Control D, and then I'm going to come over to rotate. I'm going to flip vertical, so I can just reuse this one, and I'm going to move it and then place it similar to what we have here on top. Now let's reuse this rectangle. Select this rectangle. We're going to change the height. So change the height to 6 cm and the width is going to be 7. It seems like let me just make sure it seems like I've connected the line to this. I'm just going to delete this line and then duplicate this one. If you, let me say you open the selection pane and you want to see the name of this shape, we actually calls it a connector. So it seems like the line has actually connected to the top of this rectangle and it's messing with my design. So I'm just going to delete it, select this one. I'm going to duplicate it, go over to shape format, rotate, and I'm going to flip vertical. Yours may not have the same issue, and if it doesn't, probably won't, that's fine. I'm going to select this rectangle, go over to shape format, and I'm going to change the width to 7 cm. And I'm going to bring this rectangle to realign it here. So just to make sure, I'm just going to select this to, maybe I should align middle, and that looks fine. You know what, I'm going to increase because if I come closer, I can actually see some gaps. And in case you have the same gaps, that's fine. So I'm just going to increase the width. Let me see. So for me, 7.2 works. So when I was creating the first time, 7 was it. But since we're working with shapes that, we're moving the lines and things like that, it may end up being different. If you need to move yours around to change the dimensions to make everything just look like one cohesive shape, you can go ahead and change it. So the last thing we're going to do for this shape is just change the color to black. And we are going to have this outline of a pencil shape. Now we can go ahead and add in our text. I'm just going to select all of these items, Ctrl G to group it. Since we're going to be using the morph transition, it's going to make it easier to work it. So I'm just going to group everything and just make it one single shape like one single item like this. Now let me go to my notes. This text is going to be in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'm going to copy the title for this slide, and I'm going to go over to insert text box, and I'm going to paste, select the entire text box. We're going to change the font to Montserrat's extra bold, and size is going to be 34. I'm just going to maybe move this a little bit. We may have to move it again. That's fine. So I just aligned it to the center of this shape. I'm going to select this text. We're going to change the font of this to just Montserrat, and I'm going to change the size to 18. Let's go back to our notes. I'm going to grab this block of text, copy it. Oops, I didn't grab the, select all of this, and then I'm going to paste, select the entire text box. We're going to make the entire text bullet points. I'm going to increase the width of this text, so all our text is on one line. Let's go over to line spacing. So select line spacing. We're going to make the spacing 1.5, and I'm going to align it to the middle of this shape. I'm going to grab a copy of this text box one more time so I can reuse it, so we can grab our remaining text. I'm going to select all of this and then paste. I'm going to select this, remove the bullet points, and then change the line spacing back to 1. And I'm just going to align this text box to the center, the middle of this shape like this. For our final detail, we're going to add in our transition and also create the effect where these our designs come back into screen. So select the slide, Ctrl D to duplicate. Select the slide above. So for me, it's slide 24. Just select the one before, the one on top. I'm going to go over to transitions. So for this one, so the one on top, we want it to be push, and I'm going to select it. It's going to be from what was it? I think it's from right. That's going to be the effect. And for duration, we're going to make it 2 seconds. I'm going to zoom out, select every item here, and I'm going to use my arrow key to bring everything out of frame. Now deselect the group, which is just the pencil shape. I'm going to just move everything out screen, deselect this, move this to the left more, deselect and then move this one just a little bit more like this. And I'm going to come back to the slide beneath, and then we're going to apply the morph transition. And I'm going to increase the duration to 3.75, so it's going to be quite a slow transition. Let's go back to slide 24, and now we can look at this slide in the slideshow view. So I'm going to click on this. We're going to have this, and then we're going to have our pencil shape as well, our pencil illustration as well as our text coming. And yeah, we are done with this slide. If you want to watch the other videos in this series where I create all of the other slides in this template, you can go ahead and check out the description box below to the links to the videos or the course playlist, or you could click on the video or playlist on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.